We are live, ladies and gents. Happy Sunday. We getting a nice move on the Bitcoin, which looks kind of nice, eh?
Man, looks good. Looks good. Fine, needs to move. The leader needs to lead, my man. The leader needs to lead. You know how it is. That's how it's rolling. And it's good, it's back into range. That's what's the most important thing. And by the way, welcome back, everybody, to Sunday night. Say hi. Where are you? Where are you on planet Earth? Right where are you right now on planet Earth? Maybe we're going to have Georgians and Texans all over again. We can make those kind of laughs all over again. It's Sunday, so please let us know, on the chat where you're from. Where's that chat? I want to see it. Oh, here is the chat. Need to make sure I see it also. Yeah, CM, it's a Sunday. Bitcoin is making a move on a Sunday. That's always, a good indication for what might happen for the week. What are you seeing with the market?
Yeah, man, Bitcoin, probably gonna be some shitty Monday. Usually when it's good Sunday, it's a shit Monday. That's usually what happened. Maybe we're gonna get it different. Now you have some hype on the US, Trump allowing with the 401k account. You saw it on X, it's getting viral.
Of course.
Oh, now they can buy Bitcoin. Whoa, now they can buy crypto. Ooh. But all this garbage, it's when you want to see the inflows, they're just talking about maybe they're gonna buy, but are they buying? Are they buying? Not yet, probably because he just signed the bill or whatever it is. So now they can buy. The question is, are they going to buy? That's what.
Look, they're gonna buy. They're gonna buy. Look, the thing is,
I'm not sure, man.
The fact. Look, wait. See, someone is gonna buy. All right, they're gonna use it. It's gonna be a new vehicle that they can use Bitcoin, as a thing for their pension investments, retirement, whatever. But hear me out for just 1 second, see. And we're gonna get a ZBCN in just a minute, everyone. Every now and then we go into tangents. Okay, the fact something goes into the 401k, CM, does not mean it's bulletproof anymore. All right, it doesn't mean it's bulletproof. Gold, a lot of commodities, ETFs, stocks, all those things can be in the 401k. Okay, does that mean that they don't go into bear markets? Does that mean they're bulletproof? No, it doesn't mean that. Okay, so people need to understand the fact that something can be, used in the 401k. It doesn't bulletproof it from, bear markets at all. So people need to understand that. Just want to make sure
That's
people
open. That's opening the gate for the blow of top for crypto. Probably this is the perfect environment to create this euphoric moment. Oh yay! Now we're going to the moon, and then everybody will buy it. It's gonna be on CNN, CNBC, all the regular crap. You're gonna hear about it all around the world. The Bitcoin price will start escalating. Bam, 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 bam. And then guess what? What BlackRock will do once you get all this liquidity in the market, they can offload their big blocks of coins. Also, Michael Saylor probably gonna dump on everybody because he's a clown, a fraud, and you can see it from miles away that the guy is the biggest fraud con artist ever, and he's probably gonna dump. He's probably gonna dump. All the big institutions are going to dump on the US, 401k, all the grannies and the mommies and the pensioners. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get rich with crypto. Yeah. No, you just bought the top of the 10-year bubble of crypto. This is gonna be the top. Jomo, you hear me now live on CNBC live. You hear me live. I'm telling you, man, in the next couple of months, you're gonna see the top of the 12 years bull run for the Bitcoin cycle, the first major top of the bubble, man. That's what I think is gonna happen. It's like obvious, it's obvious. To me, it's obvious.
Yeah, man. Look, I get what you're saying, and I'm with you. But hey, Before we continue on our rant, CM, show us a little bit about your ZBCN, ZBCN price action. What do you think about ZBCN?
I'll share the chart. Just say hello to everybody. How you doing?
Yeah.
Vegas, baby. San Diego.
Vegas.
San Diego, I heard they have very nice Latinas over there walking on the beach.
CM, Mr. Gior is living in San Diego now, but soon enough with his 1.3 mil ZBCN, he's going to move to La Jolla, which is the best part of San Diego, man.
Maybe.
Oh,
if he will sell before Bitcoin poop or while Bitcoin is pooping, yeah. But if he will not sell, oh boy, he will be just another poor soul in the graveyard of crypto investors. That you can see them, millions of people, millions of lost souls still holding their garbage, Theta, Caspa, and many other.
Oh yeah,
that is
ICP,
ICP. All man, the list is infinite. It's never ending.
Hey, I know some people still holding Luna, man. So some people.
Oh, man,
I know some people, man.
Holding Luna back. Hey, Slovenia. Luka Doncic is in the house. Chicago.
Last time we talked about him, man, you said he's fat and you don't appreciate him. Did you see what he did? He lost like 15. Yeah, he lost like 15 kilograms, man. He's shredded now.
Yeah, I just saw his game. There is like a summer league now in Europe. I think was against Germany. Germany kicked their asses, with the Doncic. Blah blah blah. Man, he's just a fat dude, and now he's skinny, but he's still fat. His mindset is still fat, man.
He loves to eat McDonald's, dude.
Chicago, the best city in the US.
Let's go Bulls.
All right. Let's look on the chart a little bit. ZBCN. The ZBCN army. Yeah, man. It's doing exactly. I don't want to call myself a genius, but sometimes I am. It's. I told you, man, that it might need to cool off because of all the hype surrounding the ZBCN, and we saw this chart is actually showing. The HTX chart is actually interesting. You can see this higher high fake out here completely, a double top type of a move here. Again, we're bullish on ZBCN. We're looking for a dollar or a 10-cent ZBCN in the next couple of months. But short term, this chart is saying, man, there is a chance of a pullback. And, we had all the last couple of days, we had Ethereum breaking to new highs. Even Bitcoin made a kind of move from from the 112 to the 118 or 19. ZBCN in the last 4 or 5 days, just taking a PP. This looks like a little PP man is coming now to take a little PP. The question if it's gonna be a big PP like this baby, or a small PP. I don't know that. I don't know, but I know we have our stops ready in case it want to roll over. We are not going to hold the ZBCN all the way down. We are holding ZBCN only when it's going up. So if you like to be a swing trader, a ZBCN swing trader, not a dumb hodler, join our membership. You have 25% off on the screen, man. Down below, and you can join the elite VIP if you want the best of the best, or you can join just the regular VIP and get all the regular trade alerts and market updates. Obviously, the elite VIP get more trade alerts and more benefits, much more support. But also with the VIP, you get all our trade alerts for ZBCN, most of them. So yeah, man, I'm just seeing what I'm seeing here. I think we should make the chart a bit bigger. Like that, yeah. Now the ZBCN. Let's look on some momentum here. By the way, smash the like. Look, the ZBCN. Look at momentum going down here on the daily. Ooh, I didn't look at it for a while, man. Look at this. Bam, bam. Momentum going down, made a lower high. Bearish divergence. Look at this. Higher high, lower high. That's not good. Again, as long as this bearish divergence is in the chart, and it's not reset and turn back up, you have a risk of downside here, man. You have a risk of a downside here again. You have a risk, or if not a downside, for the minimum, sideways, okay, cool-off phase, because the RSIs, you can see it's not this behavior here, that it went here and didn't move and didn't continue. That's a behavior, it shows price exhaustion. That's what the RSI, the divergence is showing. The RSI is nothing. Price action is the most important. But when you get divergence, you can see it tells you price getting exhausted short term, and it might pull back or go sideways before continuing higher. That's what it says. It's not saying, hey, dump it, it's going to zero. No, it says bullish as fuck, but might be a little cooling off. And look at this. Oh, look at this. What? 1 second, man. HTX charts, man, they're all over the place. They are like in Chinatown, you know what
The HTX chart, man.
What the F are they talking about? Look at Gate.io, totally different. Okay, but anyway, this is the man, and exactly if it will do what we wanted to do, Jomo, it's the best for us, because we actually wanted to do something like this for a couple of weeks, and then once it's breaking out, this little pivot or whatever pattern it's going to create, we're gonna load up on fucking huge position, huge, man, and smoke it and smash it just like we did here. Smoked it and then we dumped it. That's what we do. We go into the party when the party is on, when all the hot birds are drunk. But when the ugly girls come out, we are out of the way, man. And that's the difference between us and all the other dumb hodlers. Dumb hodlers, they are just like the ugly, shy guys in the corner of the party that want to approach the hot ladies, but they never do. So they end up approaching only the ugly girls with the one eye and the beer belly. That's the difference between a trader, a swing trader, a profit maxi like we. We don't care if it's ZBCN, Kaspa, if it's a XRP, XLM, Bitcoin, Ethereum,
AIoT.
If there is a AIoT, if there is money to be made, oh boy, we are there. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there swinging, man.
Man, for sure. I mean, that's what we do. That's what we do over and over again. Okay. And if ZBCN is cooling off, look, while ZBCN is cooling off, CM, we've been trading Ethereum. We've been trading AIoT. All right. We've been trading not only XRP, but XPR also. All those charts, all the things over there that have been smashing and kicking. I know what you're going to write over there. You're writing.
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. Continue.
So that's what we do, all right? Yes, we love ZBCN. We believe ZBCN has a bright future in this last phase of the bull market, because remember, we believe we're in the last phase of the bull market. This last phase, all right, can last a month, 2 months, all right? But it's going to end. But it is in these month or 2 months where things really get smashing, okay? Now, if things change and, this, cycle doesn't repeat what we believe and new data comes, we're going to, update our views with, the market itself. We're not going to say, you know what, I'm right and the market is wrong. No, we bend with the market. Well, the market wants to continue. We're going to play it until it, cracks down, until it shows us the cracks. Wants to go down, we're going to trade it to the upside, as we've been doing in the past, since forever, man. That's what we do. That's what we do over and over again. And, just to make sure people kind of understand what I'm kind of hinting over here, okay? So while, we're waiting on ZBCN, okay, for example, a beautiful, easy trade, all right, a beautiful, easy trade was to take Ethereum, for example. Okay, we have been trading, and look at ETH. Look at the strength of ETH, and look how, it's behaving now. Look at ETH over here. This is a weekly standpoint, by the way. Now, ETH is the daddy that is moving the dominance of Bitcoin down. Look what happened over here. Look, we haven't seen, this price level since, December, 2021. Okay, so almost 4 years exactly, almost 4 years we haven't seen this price action, and we have broken above this line. This is utterly bullish for ETH and altcoins. That's why the dominance of Bitcoin is going down now, because we were anticipating this. Okay, some people were just waiting for this line to break out, not us, man. We've been trading from here, all right, this from over here, accumulated here, over here also, sold all the way to the top, now all the way back, since here, bought back, double down here, making profits, all that while ZBCN is going sideways. So the take is not that, hey, ETH is better. No, we don't believe that ETH is better. It's just better now, okay? It's just better at this moment, okay? While ZBCN cooling off, going sideways, just like we want to. CM said, we want to see ZBCN moving sideways. We want to be able to see it build, a beautiful, new, clean entry, okay, with low risk, high asymmetric reward to, to snipe it over again before it breaks to new highs, and it will probably stair step its way up as well, CM. So that would mean we will be able to double up on it before it breaks out to new highs. CM, what do we got, CM?
Drop him the link, man. I tried to drop the link. I'm not sure it's the right link. Drop this guy the link, Matt Morgan. He says he don't see the link, so he can join. So drop him to him in the chat, please.
Yeah,
and
sure.
also Mr. Morgan, sorry, Mr. Morgan, you can scan the QR code. We have this. You can just scan the QR code to join our VIP. Or if you're serious, you sound like a serious guy. You sound like you have more than 7 digits, man. You sound like a serious guy. Check out our Elite VIP. We scan this QR code, join Elite VIP, and book a call with us. We're both gonna talk with you on the phone, man, and show you what is gonna happen to your life. Literally, it's going to be completely different after you book the call. Completely different.
Yeah. I just sent it. You sent it from the YouTube. We can send it from within the restream. I send it now. You're funny.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm a clown. I'm a tech clown. I'm a tech clown. I'm a chart
wizard.
average. Yeah. I'm a chart wizard, but I'm a tech clown, man. A horrible clown, man. Like you tell me, man. How to use Chat GPT. I don't even know. I don't even know what is Chat GPT. I never used it in my life.
That's the beauty, ladies and gentlemen. You have here not too much of a tech savvy person, but it doesn't matter. Why? Because he has a skill set. He has a skill set of reading price action, reading charts for a living, and actually making consistent gains with it. What's this, CM?
That's a good question, Mr. Cromarty. That's a very good question, and that's a very good question. Now, I'll tell you what. You don't need to know why it's moving in the opposite direction. What you need to know is what is it doing. Okay, so like if you see the negative correlation, that means Bitcoin going up and ZBCN is going a little bit down short term. You can see it's going down and this Bitcoin is going up. That means maybe ZBCN is better to buy when Bitcoin is going sideways or down, because if you look at here, all this move here, okay, all this move here from July 7th all the way to July 31. Actually, Bitcoin went up here somewhere here. So, but short term, there is like kind of a negative correlation. You're right. And I'll tell you what, I don't think it's so much correlated to Bitcoin. I think it's doing its own thing. And it looks like it just completed like a leg up. Okay, so or now we're gonna do a correction of this move. Okay, that's what I'm speculating. Or we're gonna do a correction of the whole move here. Okay, that's the problem with Elliott wave count. You can never know. but what is certain, not certain, but what is probable is we talked about the higher high fake out. That's kind of the behavior that tells you, hey, price is exhausted, people are taking profits, you might see more sideways or down. So then the chart tells you, hey, you can do whatever the f you want, but you better make a decision. And hodlers don't care about it because they're here for the long run. Blah blah blah. We don't have time. We don't have time to spend now 20 days in ZBCN, 20 days now, which is gonna go down, or 10 days, or 20 days, or 20 days. All my capital, all the capital in ZBCN now, could be in Ethereum or in Bitcoin or in other coins that will print, So why would I hold? And that's what all my members know. And all my members have tight stops on it. So if it goes down a little bit more, we're gonna get stopped out. And that's it, man, and once it's going to complete this kind of a bullshit phase, okay? So this, we call it bullshit phase. When it's chopping, it's not making significant highs. That's bullshit phase for me. So when it's gonna be over, okay, let's say it's doing something like this, boom, I'm gonna be buying the breakout. You know that, we all know that, everybody know that, okay? That's what I'm doing, okay? So really, we don't care if it's ZBCN or if it's Kaspa or other crap. If they topping out, man, and you know what, Jomo? This is the same behavior that Kaspa did a couple of months ago. Look at it.
Yeah.
Look at it, man. People that read chart like us, they just much better than everybody else. It's similar, but you can see it's a bit more high. You have a higher high move up, and you had a move, like you see, you had a big move, and then you have a higher high fake out here. And that was it. It rolled over and chop and still chopping. Again, we're not comparing ZBCN to Kaspa. I believe, and we believe, ZBCN will outperform Kaspa, and it's 10 times better than Kaspa, and Kaspa is garbage. But this behavior here is saying that time to take profits, time to get out, time to flip the capital to other coins, which we're already doing and did. But yeah. It definitely on the radar, ZBCN always on my radar, and we're gonna wait. Now, Jomo, it can do, we talked about it, it can do this, it can do like a triangle kind of, maybe from here, or maybe this trend line here, kind of a triangle squeeze, it can happen, it can do this, come down, bounce, chop, and then break out maybe in September, or maybe break up in August or in late August. It can do that, coins are doing that. And all these new people that just come to crypto and, they investing in ZBCN, and I'm a ZBCN investor, they will not like it, if it will happen. And it can happen.
For sure, man. And I want to say something about what you said. I think one of the best takes of what you said over here was that ZBCN is doing its own thing, right? So the question over here by Dior is that why does ZBCN move in the opposite direction of Bitcoin, okay? So my take is it's not moving in the opposite direction of Bitcoin. It's just doing its own thing, okay? Now, that's actually a good thing. Okay, it's a good thing because it means that the buyers of seller and sellers of ZBCN are not looking at Bitcoin per se as, oh, if Bitcoin is good, I'm going to buy. If Bitcoin is bad, I'm going to sell. Kind of hectic and scaredish, let's call it. Okay, actually, the buyers and sellers are looking at ZBCN as an entirely individual kind of outlier coin. Okay. That's why CM and I were both bullish on ZBCN for being one of the best coins for this last phase of the bull market. We believe it can just move strong. And as CM said, we don't know when will it happen, okay? It can happen, in the next few weeks. Maybe it will do that big, triangle that CM showed, and only in September. Maybe right when Bitcoin tops, and that happens, CM. Remember past cycles, for example, SHIB did that. When Bitcoin topped, SHIB all of a sudden broke, made like 600% in like a week. I don't know. Mana did the same thing. Sand did the same thing. A lot of the coins that were kind of late bloomers, all right, late bloomers of the cycle that didn't really have, any moves in all through the cycle of 2020 and 2021. When Bitcoin kind of topped by the end of 2021, they exploded. And SHIB, Mana, and Sand are only 3 examples of many, right? So ZBCN is probably one of those late bloomers, came late to the party, but and we believe has the potential to break out. When will it break out? I don't necessarily know, but I have a different example for you, CM. Okay, a different example where I'm looking at Caspa way back in beginning of 2023, where it broke out from what ZBCN made initially, right? We call this a stage one breakout, where it break out as a new coin, breaks to new highs, right? Makes a top, then, corrects all the way back down to the breakout area, all this correction to the breakout point, and then kind of creates some, high, it's like high fake out back down, high fake out back down. At one point, I don't know if it's after one, two high fake outs. We don't know. We can't predict. No one can predict exactly what the market will do. We can only go by price action, go by the data that it allows. But then all of a sudden, bam, it moved. And that's what I'm kind of looking at for ZBCN to happen, right? Again, it won't follow the same exact path that we saw right now on Caspa, but it can damn well do something very similar as indicated by CM. So that's what I'm looking for. Either way, CM. Either way, if it does, just like you said, kind of like a pennant over here, for a while, whether it's a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then breaks out, boom, 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 like this, does the first, kind of breakout, we will look for it to kind of do something similar at the all-time high breakout, and then boom, continuation to the new highs, and that will be, probably strong, probably ferocious, and that's what we are waiting for. But we're not waiting for it right now. In the meantime, we're trading all the coins that are getting the money now. Remember, everyone, we are not falling in love. We're not marrying any coin, all right? We only want to increase our PNL. We want our account size to grow. Always be growing. Always be growing. Growth mindset, but for the PNL, right? Date it. What do you think, CM? What do we have?
Yeah, man. Mr. Matt saying which platform we using. I'm just dropping him now the link to Mexi as well. I use Bitunix, Mexi, and Binance for my trading now, and I'm very, very happy. Get yourself a Bitunix account. I drop you. That's the first link here, sir. I drop it to you. You see the first, this one, that www Bitunix. Get yourself an account there, man. The best exchange. After that, get yourself Mexi account. And yeah, when you join the WAP, check your messages. We're gonna send you a message, welcome messages, some stuff you need to do before start trading with us. Very, very simple. Get everything ready and easy peasy Japanese. And that's good, man, that you're new and trying to learn. That's good, because that separates you from all the clowns out there. Because all the clowns out there that you follow or you hear them talking on YouTube, they're chatting, they're commenting, what they're doing? Nothing. They're not learning nothing. They're just holding garbage, holding 25 or 30 coins, garbage that the men from the woods told them to buy, and they're bleeding their ass of it, and they're losing all their money. You are different. You're trying to learn. Hopefully, you're trying to learn trading, and that will change your life. Like, if you really learn trading, if you really go into the trading world, all in, man, and find the good mentors like me and Jomo, or other mentors that will guide you with risk management, with the right approach, from all the battles we've been through the last 10 years, 8 years of trading. We've been battling the markets for a long time, man. We've been through bear markets, we've been through bull markets, multiple of each. And all this information, you can get it very, very quickly, especially if you join the Elite VIP. Get yourself the Elite VIP, Mr. Morgan, because it really going to shorten the learning curve of you as a trader. Because if you just join the VIP, yeah, you can learn a lot. But if you join Elite, you're going to learn much faster, because you're going to have both me and Jomo as your private personal coaches. Okay, this is totally different. The regular VIP, it's just like you go to the gym and you watch YouTube videos on how to train back or triceps. When you go to the elite, it's like you take Mr. Schwarzenegger and he train you personally. Mr. Schwarzenegger and the other one, Ronnie Coleman, the black dude, both of these legends train you how to do the proper biceps, leg curl, whatever you want to do. All right. So that's exactly what's happening in the Elite VIP. So we highly recommend you to join the Elite. But, also the VIP works, man. And yeah, man, if you have more questions about trading, drop it now. We're looking for this kind of communication with our audience, because that's what we like. We are traders. We're looking for all the hodlers. Yeah, I'm a hodler, but we cannot have anything to talk about, because
For sure, we need to
I'm
talk.
a hodler.
CM, you want to see a nice message I got from one of our members? Look at this,
Yeah.
CM. Okay, and this is on the chart. This is of course, it's a screenshot from my Telegram. Okay, and this is one of my VIPs. All right, and he said, if you remember, my target was to grow from 4,000 to 10,000. I'm now at $11,000. Okay, boom, more, almost a triple, all right, in just a couple of months, of someone that was dedicated, came, followed our suit, did what we do, all right, and just smashing it. Beautiful. So way to go. Great job. You've been doing an amazing job, actually, because I didn't quadruple my account. So way to go, man. Way to go. That's exactly what I want to see from our members. And I'm getting more and more of those lately, CM. So this is beautiful, man. This is beautiful.
Oh yeah, man. Our VIPs are printing. They're printing. Now they're so quiet. They don't talk. They just print. They just spending on the wife, busy banging. You cannot reach them. They just, hey, leave me alone. I'm just taking a trade. I'm living my life. Leave me alone. They're just busy. Busy printing.
For sure.
This guy is saying you're stacking Kaspa. Yeah, man. Eyeing Kaspa Tech and its potential. Oh my God, that's a curse.
Look, this Jolene, he fell in love with me, man. Jolene, look, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I'm wallet number one. I am wallet number one.
You are Mara. You are Mara, man.
I am Mara, man. I am Mara. I'm the biggest miner of Kaspa. All right, I'm the biggest. The biggest. I'm the biggest and the most ferocious. It's like the Mike Tyson speech. I'm the most ferocious boxer. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat your skull, man. I'm gonna eat your children. He actually said that. Mike Tyson said something when he was like in his prime, man. He said he had like a speech, very aggressive speech, man. He wasn't. He didn't have the finesse. Yeah, exactly. He didn't have the finesse that Cassius Clay had. You know who Cassius Clay was? He's Muhammad Ali, man.
Yeah. Guys, if you have any question, drop it. Share the love, share some likes, share some coins. And yeah, we're gonna wrap it soon. It's Sunday, but yeah, if you have any question, drop it. It's a nice day today.
Oh, by the way, you missed some of the the chats. Tony said ZBCN fire, Mr. Dior said San Diego finance.
Bro, Tony is taking a shower with the shampoo of ZBCN. The guy is the biggest ZBCN maxi in the world. He is. He just had a neck tattoo of ZBCN, man. He's crazy.
He had a Kaspa tattoo in the past. Now because he told me, actually. He
lasered it. He
lasered it and did this.
Oh boy.
That's funny, man.
Let's look
Connie
on the
saying hi from San Antonio. Hi, Tony. Look at the charts here. Show us something.
Man, Bitcoin looking nice, man. Looking nice. We have technically we broke out. Technically, we're in a breakout now of the flag, of the bull flag. For me, it will be very good to see Bitcoin back above the 120. And holding. Woof, that's gonna be very bullish, man. If it's doing that and consolidate sideways, let's say next week, all the week, altcoins will go bananas. Altcoins will go raging bull, man. But again, tomorrow, Monday, pooping day. Tomorrow is the pee man day, so expect something like this, like a pee, and maybe again. Hopefully, it's not going to happen because that will really annoy my trades. But you never know. Yeah, so that's Bitcoin. Look on Ethereum. Ethereum is the daddy now. Ethereum in the weekend went up to 4,300. That's fucking bullish. And let's look on the daily. Yeah, daily looking kind
on a weekend, CM. On a weekend, that's retail money pouring into Ethereum, man. I love it.
By the way, you probably saw it. But this, look at the Ethereum volume in the weekend, 19 billion, more than Mr. Crappy Bitcoin. Yesterday, Ethereum was 25 billion and Bitcoin was 15 billion, So you clearly see big volume coming into altcoins, especially for Ethereum, obviously, and the Tether. Look at the Tether, man, 52 billion of Tethers going into the crypto market. Solana, XRP, big volume, and Dogecoin also getting love. Man, Chainlink 1-2. This is high volume. This is a bull market alt season volume here. What you see here.
Yeah.
Athena, you can see, coming to the top 10 of volume. That's no joke, man. That's no joke. And you can see a lot of stars getting some love. So really, this market is behaving very, very nicely. It reminded me the last alt season in the last cycle. This type of behavior when Ethereum is going and Bitcoin is like slowly climbing, but Ethereum is climbing much faster, and then you start getting the fundamentals. I think the next phase, if Bitcoin will not poop the party, next week I think you're gonna see these breakouts, the altcoin breakouts that we're looking for, the ferocious moves like 50%, in a day style of a breakouts, just like we had with this guy, the AIoT, but more of these pumping and printing, that's the money season. That's the money season, man.
100%, 100%. And CM, I wanna kind of lean forward on what you said about Bitcoin, and I want to share with the audience something interesting, okay? And I discussed this, in the past, so hopefully this helps people. So these are the candle charts, right? But if you take a look at the line chart is all the price action that happened within the open and the close. So anything that happened outside of the open and the close price isn't really registered, over here on the price action. So this is what happened. Look, I'm going to put a rectangle around this price action, all right? This is the real range we are in. And I expected we break higher, but I said that if we break below this, we can expect, and you said it also, we can expect to retest the last high and get back into range, which we are right now within the range. And as you said, we're looking like hawks for a breakout above the 120 again, and a close above it, because as you can see by the line chart, okay, we haven't closed above this 120,250, actually 122.50 at any time. All right, now once we break above this, I don't know, today, tomorrow, that's probably going to be game on. Okay, game on for a continuation. Look, I expect price to propel. We are at all-time highs and people are kind of sleeping. Did you know that the sentiment, CM, is still below 70? The sentiment of the market, the fear and greed, right? The fear and greed is still below 70. All right, anything between 60 and 70 is considered greed, CM. But from our experience, when Bitcoin is at an all-time high territory like this, it's at 118, sentiment should be higher. It should be above 75, maybe closer to 80. So the fact we don't have this makes me feel that once we go above this, that's when FOMO is going to kick in. People are going to propel it. That's where we're going to have that, that run. And by the way, we talked about this, and I want to warn people, okay? I want to warn people. Next month, we're going to have, interest rates here, right? We have the interest rate, I think it's 17th of September. There's going to be interest rate decision by the Fed. Did you know, CM? Did you know that, the market is pricing in, okay? The market is pricing in right now, an 89% probability we have a rate cut, not a one rate cut, but a double rate cut. Let me show you, this 1 second. We're gonna show here on the chart. Look, you have an 89%, and you see it over here, okay? You have an 89% that we will go, for a 0.5% rate cut, and only an 11% that we're going to have a 0.25% rate. So, sorry, a 0.25% rate cut, and that it will stay the same is 11% only. So we're going to have a rate cut. At least the market is pricing in, okay? The market is pricing in, CM, an 88% probability of a rate cut. So, when the news come, man, I expect, people to be surprised, CM. And we're gonna make sure that our people, we're gonna make sure that our people are fully prepared for what's about to happen, man. Fully prepared for what's about to happen. And we invite people to come, all right? If you're a serious person that really wants to make it as an investor and trader, or if you have above 6 figures, you have 100K, 200K, 500K, or even $1 million above. We have people with $1 million above, right? And you don't know what you're doing, stop what you're doing, because any mistake that you make is a lot of money, right? Come, we invite you to join the Elite VIP. This is our very close mentoring where we take you hand by hand, daily contact on Telegram, making sure that you make the best decisions and stop with the round tripping, because so many of you made you made some money when you were lucky, lost it back down, made money when you're lucky, lost it back down when you were not lucky. Stop with the boom and bust cycle. Stop giving back profits. You want your P&L to be moving up in a stair-step fashion, right? In a stair-step fashion. That's how you want your P&L to grow. You don't want it to go up, go back down, up, down. So stop. We invite you, come join. And of course, we're giving right now 25% for the summer sale, CM. The summer sale. Why? Because we want to make sure that you are prepared for what's coming. CM and I both know what's coming. We want to make sure you're prepared. What do you think, CM?
Man, 25% is like, we lose money, man. We fucking lose money, man. And this is like dirt cheap. And this is the best time to join, because now we're going to have all the mega trades of the cycle that they're going to just flash into our radars, and we're going to smoke them. We already have amazing trades working for us, printing us dineros. And now, you're going to get more and more and more coins that are setting up for exponential growth phase. That's the phase where crypto is just vomiting to the upside, we call it. Just complete vomit against gravity, okay, to the upside. That's when coins are going nuclear, and it's gonna be fast. Most people will miss it. Most people will miss all the break because they don't know what is a breakout. Most people will miss all the breakout because they have no idea what a breakout is. They think everything is a breakout. They have no idea what is a breakout. They're gonna miss out everything. They're gonna buy crap that's not moving. They're gonna buy rubbish that's being dragged. They're gonna buy all the losers instead of buying the market leaders when they're breaking out. Just like ZBCN, it will break out again, it will pump again, and guess what? Guess who will be riding on the train? Me and Jomo and all our VIP, we're gonna buy the shit out of ZBCN, and we're gonna send it to the sky. But before it will break, we're riding others. We're having a lovely horses, jaguars, animals, different animals we are riding, man. That's the beauty of crypto. You have a lot of different animals you can ride. One day you ride an elephant like Ethereum. It's an elephant. It's just going, but it's going, it's small. You have a huge bag. That's an elephant, ZBCN is like, is like a Bambi,
A jaguar.
Nah, it's not a jaguar. Jaguar is a top predator. I think it's a market cap above 5 billion. ZBCN is remember, it's still in the category of risk, very risky assets. Okay, still under $1 billion. Still under $1 billion. So I will call it, like maybe a Bambi. A Bambi, yeah, because the whales can eat it. The whales can still eat it in one bite. They can rug it. So yeah. learn how to ride the Bambis, learn how to ride the elephants, the cheetahs, and the ugly girls as well in the end of the party. That's what we teach, man.
For sure. And CM, here's another one, another message from the Telegram. Okay. Of course, it's a screenshot for privacy. I don't want people to know who this is. And he's saying, hey, Jomo, doing well. What about you? Okay, PNL at this day is 29%, right? Just from the last month, okay? Just from the last month or so, he made 29% of his account. And by the way, CM, this is an elite VIP, all right? This person has, more than $500,000 in the trading. So just imagine, just imagine how much money this is, okay? Now,
You
this
made more than
person...
me, man. You made more than me, this motherfucker.
Well,
Tell
look,
him, tell him to send us both bonus the next
bonuses.
month, please, because he's making
Look,
more money than me, man.
look, he came to us, not too long ago, aspiring to double, to double his account. Now, actually, CM, the first thing we did was save him from a huge 30% drop down. That's the first thing we did. That's another value proposition that we give our members. We first save them from their own mistakes, and after we save them from their own mistakes, it happened to me in the past, right? So I know what is a mistake. We help them to actually make good, sound decisions, okay? So this is a screenshot, of course, of someone. He said this yesterday to me. This is what we do, all right? If you have that kind of sum, you need to join the Elite VIP. We're going to A, save you from yourself, and B, make sure you're on the right path. And again, anyone else that want to join regular VIP trading, just come. We invite you. This is the last stage. Stop sitting on the fence. And of course, CM, we invite them. All right, we want to help them, and we're giving them 25% off. Just come, invite, and forget about it, okay? Let's ride this bull, the last inning of it together. CM, what do we got?
Yeah, man, we wrap it up. Mr. Morgan, man, join VIP. You can learn everything. You have courses on the VIP, books, courses, daily market updates, trade alerts coming very often. This is an altcoin season, sometimes daily, sometimes you can get few trade alerts. Whatever you do, just make sure once you join, check your messages on WAP. You're going to get the information, what you need to do once you join. Follow the information, follow the steps, man. Easy peasy. You're going to print with us. Check it out. Join us today. Yeah, John, you want to add anything or wrap it up?
Yeah, man, no, I'm just excited. This is exciting times. We need to make sure that people understand that the exciting times will end. Okay, I want to end this with a tale of caution. Okay, it is at the innings, at the last innings where people are exuberantly excited, too happy. Everything is gonna be good news. It's gonna happen soon, CM. That's why I'm saying I gave it a caution of the rate cut. Okay, right, rates are gonna cut. Things are gonna feel fantastic. As you said, now we're gonna get the 401k for Bitcoin. You're gonna hear all these companies buying. All this is gonna propel. It's gonna propel. It's gonna seem like we are in the best market on the planet Earth, CM. But it is at these times where you need to be more risk averse than usual. Yes, we're going to ride the horses. We're going to ride the ZBCNs. We're going to ride the AIOTs, all those trades that we have been banking over and over again. We're going to continue riding them, but we're going to be open-minded for what's about to come. And we invite you to join with us to make sure that you don't get left behind, because the crypto market, once it goes bear, all right, sideways topping, that's where, it becomes a jungle, and you don't want to be left alone in the jungle, right, CM?
No, absolutely no. It's scary. It's very scary.
Very scary, man. Very scary, yeah. Yeah, man. All right, everyone, happy Sunday. Thank you very much for coming. We're going to keep dropping the alpha for you as much as we can, if we can, all right? And if you want to see us, you know where to find us. CM, thank you very much for your day. Happy Sunday. Enjoy it. Cheers, everyone. Till next time. No edge, no trade. Cheers.